We'll start now. We'll chant Om 3 times followed with the invocation mantras. Inhale deeply. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vedvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. As we are studying the Kathopanishad, we will chant the praise of both the teacher and the taught, Nachiketa and Yama and Nachiketa. So one of you please unmute yourself and repeat after me. Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vaivasvataya
Vaivasvataya
Mrutyave
Mrityave
Brahma Vidyacharyaya
Brahma Vidyacharjaya
Nachiketase Cha.
Nachiketascha.
So, thank you. So, yeah, in this Kathopanishad, we saw Nachiketa asking 2 boons. And then we started with the 3rd boon. And we actually started studying the 3rd boon a little bit in the last session. So if actually one of you unmute yourself and chant this 3rd boon, repeating after me, that would be nice. Yeyam prete
Yeyam prete
vichikitsa manushe
vichikitsya manushe
asti ityeke
asti cheke
nayamastiti chaike
nyayamastiti chaike
etat vidya
etad vidya
vidyam manusistastvayaham
manusista swayam
varanamesha varastrutiyaha.
varanamesha varasrutiyaha.
So here what we understood in the last session is that the first 2 mantras, what happened? Those first 2 mantras are covering different aspects. Okay? What aspects they were covering? One is about the Nachiketa's Sthula Sharira. Sthula Sharira is the physical body. In terms of that, he goes back home to his father, and his father will be happy. So that is the Laukika Santushti, meaning the happiness in this world. Now the second boon took care of happiness of Sukshma and Karna Sharira. where Prajapati Yajna is done, Prajapati Loka is attained, and you identify oneness with the entire Virat, and that is Paralaukika Trupti. So one is Laukika and other is Paralaukika. So now with this, for 99% of the people, this is enough. And that is why the mantra and Brahmana portions, which constitute the karma and karma kanda and upasana kanda, probably aranyakas also, okay, together they cover, I mean, like 90, I mean, like they represent about 90% of the Vedas, because many people want just these two. Only a selected few want to go beyond this. Beyond this, Ihaloka and Paraloka. What is there beyond this Paraloka? Because here, when Nachiketa is asking this question, right? Obviously, like he was already dead, we talked about it. And then we also talked about, actually, like in the last session, we talked about there are 3 types of mala is there in our body. One is called karma mala, and second is called as bhava mala. Third was called as ajnana mala. And the best purifier to remove all these 3 types of mala, mala means dirt, is agni, fire. So karma mala, it is removed by karma upasana samuchaya agni, or it is called as karma agni, dharma agni, etc. That means it is to study and understand and interpreting Vedas, which will help build the Shraddha, so that will remove our tamas. And it will also, the Shraddha will help with understanding, with an understanding that there is something Atma, there is something beyond death. And Bhavamala, that is removed by Ishvara Dhyanam, Yama, Niyama, etc. And then we said the third one, Ajnana Mala, which can be removed by Jnana alone. And that Jnana, that Tattva Jnana, is the purpose of this question. Then we understood that anything that we do, we want pretty much every activity in this world is based upon fulfilling a desire. It could be simple thing. I had to take shower. Why? So that way I can get my body cleansed. So the result is called as sadhya, and the effort that we put for that result is sadhana. Now, the thing is that whenever I put any sadhana, sadhya may happen or may not happen. If sadhya, meaning if the phalam or the result doesn't come, the effort has gone waste. If the result has come, that result, whatever result comes in this world, it is impermanent, so it is going to go waste as well. So what is the purpose of this sadhana is also we discussed. And we understood that the purpose of any sadhana as a seeker that we must do is work for sadhana chatushtaya sampannatvam. What is the sadhana chatushtaya sampannatvam? It is a 4-fold wealth. First is vivekam. Viveka means discernment between what is permanent, what is impermanent. Once you understand what is permanent and what is impermanent, you hold on to what is permanent and you drop what is impermanent. That is called as vairagya. A dispassion where it is something like this. So many people many a times think that Vairagya means it is something bad, negative, losing interest like that. No, no, no. It is something. If you're climbing stairs, when you're climbing stairs, your left foot is on step number 3, let us say. Okay, step number 3. And your right foot is on step number 4. Now, how do you get on to step number 5? You remove the foot on step number 3 and you put on step number 5. So, in order to go higher, what you did was that you let go of step number 3. So, Vairagya is also like that. Once I understand what is higher, I let go of the lower. This is the Vairagya. So, Vivekam is one, Vairagya is other. The third one again has got 6 things in there. Starting with Shama, which is control of mind. Dhamma, control of external senses. Uparama is essentially doing our duty alone. Okay. So by performance of duties alone, what happens is that we give less preference to likes and dislikes. As a result, there is the pressure of likes and dislikes on your mind is reducing, you have a little bit of a mental peace. That peace is Uparama. And then Shraddha is faith in the teacher, in the scriptures, on God, and in yourself. So this is Shraddha. And Titiksha. Titiksha is when we are following this path, we are going to get a lot of challenges, and able to withstand those challenges is Titiksha, and then Ekagrata. Okay, Samadhana. Samadhana means Ekagrata, means that is concentration of mind. So these are the third one. So one is Viveka, other is Vairagya, then this Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti. This is like what I just described. And fourth one is Mumukshutvam. Mumukshutvam means a burning desire for liberation. So now what is the purpose of sadhana? Is to build these qualities. Why are we building these qualities? Is because building these qualities will help us qualify for this Tattva Jnana, the knowledge of the self, which Nachiketa is seeking. So, therefore, okay, Eyam Prete. Okay, Eyam Prete is Yam. That which is there, there's a doubt. What is the doubt? Vichikitsa is doubt. Okay, so many doubt means there are like different understandings, different arguments out there. Okay, Sandeha is there. Okay, so Sandeha, the root word of Sandeha is Daha. Okay, Dhatu is Daha. Daha means Dahana, burn. So what this Sandeha does? It will burn your knowledge. Why? Because once you start doubting, you won't trust your knowledge. So it is as good as knowledge is burnt. So that samshaya, so sandeha, samshaya is also another interest word. Samyak shete yasmat, that samshaya. So what it means is that because of that, your knowledge goes to sleep. So sandeha or samshaya, these doubts are going to kill the knowledge. So this vichikitsa, ayam vichikitsa, there is a vichikitsa, a doubt or a lack, back and forth arguments are there. When do we have back and forth arguments? Is when something is not clear. See, in the past, when we were young, we used to argue about everything. No, I am right. No, you are right. No, I am right. Like that, people would fight. Now, for past 15 to 20 years, there aren't many arguments. You know why? The moment there is a hint of argument, what happens? Someone will take the phone out, go to Google and type the question, and you'll get the answer. And then that right then and there, this argument is gone. So there's a decision-making authority. But in this particular case, in the case of Atma, etc., we don't know what happens after death. Okay. Because of that, there are a lot of arguments. Because usually, like we have in our Shastra, we have 6 types of pramanas. Pramanas meaning a means of knowing the knowledge. The first is simple. A simple one is called Pratyaksha Pramana. Pratyaksha Pramana means is Rajivji in this session today. Yes, I see Rajivji in session today. Why? I see his name and picture. So, period. Rajivji is in session today. Pratyaksha Pramana. Now, then there is Anumana Pramana. Anumana means doubt. Anumana usually like is doubt, but it actually is inference. Inferential, how we use an example like when there is a smoke, there is fire. So if you see smoke somewhere on top of a hill, what does that mean? That means there must be a fire below that. Now, interestingly, so that means that I don't have to see fire to understand that there's fire. But still, there's something else that I need to see directly. What is that? Smoke must be seen with my eyes to understand that there is fire there. So this Pratyaksha Pramana is also dependent on Anumana. Sorry, this Anumana Pramana is also dependent upon Pratyaksha Pramana. So this smoke, which helps me understand that there is fire, is called as Nitya Sahachari Linga, or in English it's called as concomitant or co-present. But okay, those terms are unnecessary for us. Anumana Pramana is also based upon this Pratyaksha Pramana. Then Upamana is another way. Like Upamana means analogy. So analogy as in, say for example, if just now I said, right, as an example, that itself is Upamanam. Okay. Then also Arthapati is the 4th one. Arthapati is, it is not based on, in second one, in Anumana Pramana, I have to see something. What is it? For me to understand that there is a fire, I had to see the smoke. If there is no smoke, if I don't see smoke, how do I know that there's fire? I don't know. So for that inference, something was required. For this Arthapati though, okay, it is little bit more logic is required. I am seeing something else, but not necessarily. Okay. So for example, you're seeing me on Zoom pretty much every week. And I'm telling you that I am not eating in daytime at all. Okay. If I'm telling you that I'm not eating at daytime, and you see that I am putting on more weight, so what is it? It means that I must be eating at night. So that kind of a deduction is called as Athapati. Then finally, Anupalabdhi. Anupalabdhi means it is, not finally, like the other 5th one is Anupalabdhi. This is what it is. I mean, like, yeah. So it is based upon the absence of something, you figure out that it is not there. So, for example, among the people who come to our session on a regular basis, who is missing today? Someone who normally you see, but missing today is Manisha ji. Okay. So, but in in the absence of that person, we figured out something. So that is Anupalabdhi. And then finally, Shabda Pramana. Shabda Pramana means it is based upon Shruti. Shruti means Vedas. So Vedas where we believe, it is based on the belief. This is the Shabda Pramana. So now this, in terms of this Nayamastiti, okay? Asti, there's a question, okay? Why is there a doubt? Because we are unable to solve about this question if something is there or not beyond death, okay? So regarding this, there is a question. So some people think that it is there. Some people are thinking that it is not there. So I want to understand that, right? So when we say that, we are looking at back at the context. Again, like some of this we already covered it last time also. I'm repeating it for you to assimilate it a little bit more. And then if you have any questions, please interrupt me and ask me questions right away. So here, Nachiketa is asking, standing in front of Yama and asking, Yayam prete vichikitsa manushya sthiti loke nayam sthiti loke. So now, what is he asking about? Is he asking about Paraloka exists or not? Some other loka exists or not? No, because Nachiketa is standing in Yamaraj's place after his death. When he is asking that if something else beyond the body exists, no, because this question is being asked by Nachiketa to Yama after his death, meaning death of his physical body. And if you're talking about lokas, if this loka exists or that loka exists, we saw in the second boon that Yama taught Nachiketa about how to go to this Prajapati loka. So that exists, right? Beyond this. Then what is he asking about? And what is the importance of this question? Who is the asker? Okay? Who is asking the question? Nachiketa is asking. We saw the meaning of Nachiketa in the beginning of the our sessions. But also, there's another meaning of Nachiketa. Probably we covered this portion when we talked about the meaning of his name, but this is Nachayana, Naketana is Nachiketa. Chi represents Chayana, Keta represents Ketana. Chayana means Grahana, means taking something. Meaning earning something, grabbing, like taking something, holding something, all of that is Chayana. Ketana means building a house. So he is neither interested in Grahana, taking, like we saw that, right? When his father was keeping all good cows, he said, no, leave them. And Naketana, he didn't care about, forget about house, he didn't even care about living on that realm of earth either, uh, for sake of dharma. So that Jignasu is the one who is asking question. And again, who is Yama? Yama means Mrityu. Mrityu means this entire prapancha, if you look at, different names are there, different forms are there. And in Mrityu, there is no more form, there is no more name. Everything disappears. Our Vedanta says that to know Brahman, you have to say not this, neti, neti, like that. You should keep on eliminating. Anything that can be eliminated, all of those are eliminated in that mrityu. Nothing is there. So this mrityu is also called as sarva abhava devata. Abhava means absence. This no, nothing. Okay? That means that this nothingness, that nothingness is what that Yama is. And so to him, this question is being asked. Eyam prete vichikitsa manusheti loke nayam asti iti chaya eke asti and nasti. So here, in the last session, we have talked about this again, but like, for sake of repetition, because it's a very important aspect, we are going to repeat some of it. So please ask me any questions as you, right? Let's see. I'm saying that. Okay. We said here is a watch. Because watch is there, watch is asti. Watch is out of your picture. So watch is nasti. So this is how I can see the asti of the watch and nasti of the watch. Right? Now when it comes to my Atma, can I say I'm asti or nasti? Okay. So asti is for the third person, asmi is for the first person. So we'll say aham asmi or aham na asmi. Now, in case of transactional world, when I was looking at this watch, I have experienced the presence of the watch and absence of the watch. But in case of my aham, in my true nature, can I experience my absence? The answer is no, I cannot experience my absence. In fact, nobody can experience their own absence. Na aham asmina kaschit pratiyata. Okay? That means no one can experience their own absence. Then, do I experience my absence after my death? Because that's another question. If I experience my absence after the death, that means what? I am there and present. If someone asks me, have you ever experienced death? And if I if I say I experienced death, how can I be here now? No. According to Vedanta, I was born and dead several times. Okay, all our Hindu scriptures say, like Jiva is Anadi, have gone through so many births and deaths. Yes. So that means I was there always. If I was there always, what was born and what is dead? What was dead? What was born and dead were my previous bodies, not me. Because if I was dead even once, I wouldn't have been there at all. So my presence now here implies that I was never dead so far. Okay. Whatever death, quote unquote, death has been experienced, it must be false. A jiva never experienced death. Do you know what death is from Vedanta perspective? Is the death as in death of a physical, at a physical level, is that we have three shariras, sthula, sukshma, karana. So the sukshma and karana sharira detaches from sthula sharira and depart. Now when this departure happens, where is the mind with the sukshma sharira or sthula sharira? If you are speaking, you are on mute. So where is the mind? Is it with the sthula sharira or sukshma sharira?
Sushma Sarira.
Sukshma Sharira.
Sukshma.
If it is with Sukshma Sharira, if mind is with Sukshma Sharira, and so then it has gone elsewhere, and this body fell down, can Sukshma Sharira, where the mind is, can the mind experience death? No. So then what is the basis for our understanding of death? Because we see other people are dying. But okay, so just like when we said the watch is here, watch is not there. In the same way, what is happening is this: Stula Sharira is appearing, and Stula Sharira, meaning the physical body, is appearing. Where is it appearing from? From a mother's womb. And where is it disappearing? It is either being cremated or buried. But did we ever see actual I being born or dead? What we have seen is just the birth and death of Stula Sharira, not I. I don't even know how I look. I only know how this physical body looks, right? So this is the challenge. So now what happens is this, then how do we need to approach this question whether Atma is Asti or Nasti? Now this is resolved through a prakriya. Prakriya means a method. Okay, so I'll pause here because so far whatever I have covered is from our previous session. So I want to pause here and see if you have got any questions before I move.
I have a question, Venkat Garu.
Sure.
Now, I know the mind, you say, is, we all agree, it is connected to not sthula, but sukshma sharira.
Mhm.
And, but you're saying, but that sukshma sharira does not experience death.
Mhm.
Yeah. But, from all the NDE experiences that we hear, near-death experiences, they say that we do feel our body rising about we are rising above our own body, that is Sthula Sharira.
Mhm.
And that acknowledgement is coming from Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira.
Mhm.
That means the Sukshma Sharira is aware of the death.
Is aware of the fall of, but is it experience? See, experience of death means that I'm not going to be there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, for example, I'm wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. So now if someone tries to soil this shirt,
Mm.
okay, what would I say? Don't ruin my, like sometimes I may say don't ruin my shirt, or sometimes if someone is trying to like do something like that, or maybe like throw some color on me. Let's say it's a holy day, right?
Mm.
Okay. Now, when it is a holy day and someone is trying to pour some color, what would I say? Don't pour any color on me,
Mm.
right? So that means the color that they're trying to pour on my shirt, what I'm saying, don't pour color on me.
Mm.
So where
Mm.
I'm assuming that my shirt is me.
Yeah, or
Now,
it is on you. Okay. Yeah.
okay, so now when I remove this shirt and put down,
Yeah.
can I see the fall of my shirt? If I'm taking this shirt and I'm putting in the laundry basket,
Yeah.
can I see the fall of my shirt? Yes.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
But is that my death? No. It is just an experience. So, how is that different from my mind experiencing the fall of my physical body? The fall of my physical body. It is just an experience. It is not a death.
I see. Okay. But the knowledge you're saying it is experience,
But it
but
is
it
not the
has the
experience of
knowledge.
death. Experience of death. It is just it is an experience of an event, but not death.
Okay, it doesn't say it is my end, but it says, okay, my body is fallen there. Yeah, okay. I get it now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank
So,
you.
so now what we need to talk is this Atma is Asti or Nasti must be understood through a method. So now this actually is going to be described much later in the text. Actually, towards the second adhyaya, third vali, 13th shloka, it is there. Okay, but what it is called as, the key word is astiti eva upalabdhavya. Astiti eva upalabdhavya. What it means is that we must start with the understanding that I exist. Okay, because when I say I, okay, I don't need to say the word exist. Okay, the moment I say I, that means I exist is implied, I am is implied, and I am aware of my existence is implied.
Mm.
Okay. So what happens is that now in any thought, you have two portions. I is there and an object is there. Okay. For example, this is a lip balm. Okay? This is a lip balm. When I say this is a lip balm, what happened? What is the object here? Lip balm is the object. What is the subject?
I.
I is the subject. What do you mean by I is the subject there? This, when you said this is a lip balm, there's no word I. But when I said this is a lip balm, there is a implicit portion there, which meant I perceive that this is a lip balm.
Yeah.
Okay. So now this lip balm becomes, in Sanskrit, we call it as Vishaya, subject. I mean, like a topic. Okay. Now, where does this Vishaya exist? In the thought of I, which is Ashraya. So in me, this Vishaya exists. So me is Ashraya and this is Vishaya. Okay. Me is Ashraya. Ashraya means container. Okay. So with respect to me as a container, I perceive that this lip balm as an object. Yes. Now, so then what happened is that when I say watch exists or watch doesn't exist, so watch is the Vishaya and my perception of existence or the absence of existence of watch is Ashraya. Do you guys understand Ashraya and Vishaya? Yes? Okay. Now, when it comes to I thought itself, I exist. Is this Ashraya or Vishaya? Obviously, it is Ashraya. Now, when exist or not exist is happening with respect to Vishaya, with respect to here is a lip balm, no lip balm. Watch, no watch. With respect to I, is it there? Is it not there?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the question that is asking, meaning what is the nature of this Atma? That is the question. So in this regard, actually, one of the Swamins, he gave a beautiful example as he gives this thing. Actually, Swami Akhandanandaji. He says that a person is sleeping in a bus stand. Okay, so, and like end of the day or like early in the morning or whatever, a cleaning lady had came and he is on the way, so she woke him up. The person woke up, looked around, and said, I don't exist. The cleaning lady asked, what do you mean when you don't exist? If you don't exist, who is talking? Then the man replied, you see, I'm not the same person who fell asleep. When I was asleep, when I was going to sleep, my bag was under my head. It is not there anymore under my head when I woke up. Hence, I am not the same person. What does it mean? Obviously, he lost his bag. Someone must have stole the bag. What is this conversation to do with our understanding here? Our topic is that our identity with ourselves is like our identity with that bag. Okay, so I may have a feeling like I'm a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. I may have a feeling like I'm a male or a female, rich or poor, healthy, unhealthy, Indian, American, good, bad, smart, dumb, educated, uneducated. All of these identities are like that bag. None of these are real. They are all Vishaya only. Only I am Ashraya. So this Aham Asti, okay, Aham Asmi, okay, as Ashraya, Asti iti eva, okay, this will help me progress. I don't exist is that kind of a thought process, and doing research on that is detrimental for our understanding. So we said, I am Asmi. Now, when we say I am Asmi, as in like Atma, okay, who is you Atma? Okay. Now someone says Atma is this body. Someone says Atma goes to Paraloka. Someone says, oh no, Atma doesn't go to Paraloka. Atma is Karta Bhokta. No, someone says, no, Atma is not Karta Bhokta. No, someone may say Atma is Parichinna. Parichinna means it is subject to division. Okay, based on Desha, Kala, Vastu, based on space. Desha means space, as in like location. Based on time, based on Vastu. Okay, like that. And someone says no. So this all confusion is there. So therefore, hey, Yamaraja, okay, I want to know this. Etat vidyam aham anushishthas tvayaha. I want to know this if you can teach me. Okay. So now Nachiketa wants to know this from his guru so he can attain moksha. Now, when this question is being asked, this inquiry, this vichara must be preceded with two reasons. Okay? Two reasons. What is this? One is you should have a doubt, meaning lack of clarity. No, not doubt, but like a lack of clarity should be there. And there should be, that is, samshaya should be there. And there should be another thing, is called prayojana, meaning it should have a usefulness. Say, for example, this is a often quoted one. You know, crow as in a bird. Okay? In that crow, how many teeth are there? Maybe 2, maybe 4, maybe 8. I don't know. There's a doubt. There's lack of clarity. I can get the answer for it. I can find the answer for it. But what is the point? What is the prayojana of knowing that? It is not going to elevate me. So prayojana is also very important. So here, samshaya and prayojana. So this inquiry into Brahma Vidya has got both samshaya, because nobody knows what properly, other than realized masters, no one knows what the nature of Brahman or the nature of Atma is, and knowing that will elevate us. So this is called as Jignasa. Jignasa, because Jignasa is curiosity, but it is much more than curiosity. Because I may have curious about the shoutings that are happening in my neighbor's home. Okay, who is yelling at whom? Why did they yell? Who yelled first? Okay, all of that curiosity is there for me. Yes. Okay, but that is just curiosity. That is not jignasa. But the curiosity to know the truth of Brahman becomes jignasa. Okay. So this I should be. This jignasa must be on the right subject and asandigdham. So that means the answer should be, my inquiry should remove all my questions. And okay, and I should ask people who has intelligence and maturity to answer that question. And they should be able to answer this question too, okay? Because someone may be very smart, but they cannot really speak, okay? So the teacher also be right person. So such teacher is Yama. So that question, Varanamesha Varastutiyaha. So among these three boons that you promised me, oh Yamaraja, this is my third boon. So now here, by saying, Nachiketa is saying, please give me this. So that means what? He has got faith. Faith in who? Faith in Yama as Guru, that he can teach. Okay. So when he asked that question, Yama is started answering something. Okay. So before we start, go to the next mantra. Any questions on this mantra? Is everything clear from this mantra? Because this is a very important one. We need to, okay, so that's why I'm asking if you have any questions. Okay. So let us look at 21st mantra. First, I will break down the words, okay, and then you can, Devaihi atra api. 3 words together becomes Devairatrapi. Devairatrapi has got 3 words. Devaihi atra api. Vichikitsam, single word. Pura, okay, na hi suvigneyam anuhu esha. Together becomes suvigneya manuresha dharma anyam varam nachiketo. Nachiketa vrunishva ma moparam moparosti rati. Okay, so this is ma paraha asti. Sorry. Yeah. Ma uparotsihi. Okay. Together becomes moparasti ma srujainam. Okay. So this is the breakdown. So one of you please unmute yourself and repeat after me. Devairatrapi.
Ratravi,
Ratrapi.
Ratrapi,
Vichikitsitam.
Chikitsitam,
Pura.
Pura,
Nahi.
Nahi,
Suvigneya manuresha
सुविज्ञेयमनुरेष
dharmah
धर्मः
anyam varam
अन्यं वरं
nachiketo vrunishva
नचिकेतो वृणीष्व
ma
मा
moparotsirati
वोपरोत्सीरति
ma
मा
srujainam.
सृजैनम्.
So let us see the simple meaning first. Even by devatas, devaihi atra api. Okay, regarding atra means regarding this particular issue, regarding this matter, even devatas also get confused. Vichikitsitam. Okay, they get confused in the past, pura. Suvignyayam. Suvignyayam means easy, like completely understood. Okay, completely easily understood and complete comprehension. Nahi is not possible. Okay, why is it not possible? Because this topic is very subtle. Anuhu. Okay, it is very minute. Okay, this dharma, yesha dharma, this is very complicated. Therefore, okay. Anyam varam Nachiketa Vrunishva. Ask for some other varam. Okay, Nachiketa. Ma means don't. Okay. Ma means me. Okay. Don't. I mean, like, Uparotsehi. Uparotsehi means push. Okay. Don't push me. Okay. As don't not physically push. Okay. Don't press me hard. Okay. Don't push me like that. Okay. So don't push me on this. Okay. Ati means too much. Okay. Don't push me too much. Okay. Masruja. Enam. Just don't push me too much. Srujainam. Just please give up. I mean this one. Okay, so this particular boon, please drop it off. This is what Yama is saying. So obviously this particular mantra is said by Yama. So Shankaracharya ji says कि में एकांततो निश्चय साधनात्म ज्ञानार्हो न वेत्ये तत्सरीक्षणः अर्थमाह. So there are two possibilities why Yama may be saying, please don't ask me this question. Okay. One is that Yama doesn't know. So I don't know. So leave me alone. But he did not say, I don't know. Okay. If you look at the mantra, he said, this requires subtle intellect. Okay. So now then why is he saying I don't want to, like, don't ask me, don't push me for this, is because want to test whether Nachiketa is really fit for knowledge of the self. Okay, which is this, so that he can attain liberation. So देवैरपि अत्र एतस् वस्तुनि विचिकित्सं संशयितं पुरा पूर्वम्. So when he says, even by the gods regarding this matter, meaning this nature of self, okay, there was uncertainty and doubt in the past also. Okay, so his vigneyam, sushtu vigneyam, asakruchatapapi prakrutai janaihi yatah anuhu sukshmaha yesha atmakhyah dharmaha. Because it cannot be understood very easily, and it cannot be thoroughly known, even if you hear so many times by ordinary people, because this particular self is subtle and minute, and you, Nachiketa, you are so young. Therefore, drop this. Atah anyam asandigdha phalam varam Nachiketa vruneshva. So that's why I choose something else, which is asandikta phala, means like, like this one I teach, you may get, you may not get. This is all like, there's no guarantee that you'll get. Okay, ask for something else. Okay, whose results are guaranteed? Ma uparotsihi uparodham ma karshihi adham arna mevottam arthaha. So don't push me too hard. Okay, and don't create too much pressure for me. Because what happens is that who pushes whom hard usually? When I take a loan, from someone, and if I happen to take the loan from a loan shark, that loan shark can push me hard. So now the classic example in our Puranas is Nakshatraka on behalf of sage Vishwamitra pushing Harishchandra. Always coming and asking, okay, where is the loan that you promised to pay to my master? Give me that, right? So in modern day, what is the term we say in India is Kabuliwala. Okay, so Kabuliwala has come to ask for his payment. So in that manner, don't pressure me, Nachiketa. Okay. Atisrujya vimuncha yenam varam mam prati. So just release me from this particular pain. Okay. Because only you can release me from this pain by asking a different question. Now the thing is that Yamaraja has got total belief in Nachiketa. Okay. Now, it is not like he wants to hide this knowledge from Nachiketa either. No. But he has already understood the greatness of Nachiketa. Okay. As Yama, he knows how he ended up in this Yamaloka at such a young age. So he knows Nachiketa stands for Dharma. He knows that he did not eat for 3 days, three nights. Okay. So remember, like we were talking about in sadhana chatushtaya sampannatvam. So he has viveka, what is right, what is wrong. And he has got vairagya, keeping these cows is useless. Okay. When there is hunger and thirst, he did not eat. So that is dhamma, control of external things. Okay. Mind, whether he was leaving his body or his, anything like that, he is not worried. So Shama was there. Shama, Dhamma, Uparama. Uparama is, again, he was doing his duty as his student, as a right student. Okay. Now, for hunger for 3 days, again, it also shows his titiksha. And asking this question, like he has Shraddha and following the Dharma based on Shraddha. And his mind is never wavered. So Samadhana. And now asking this question, Mumukshutvam. So in this manner, he has got the sadhana chatushtaya sampannatvam in highest quantities, 100% in all of those areas. Whereas you and I also have sadhana chatushtaya sampannatvam. Please don't underestimate us. But also it's like, in some aspects we have 10%, in some aspects we have 30%, like that. But whereas that Nachiketa is like full. Okay. So now what he wants to test is that if Nachiketa is asking this question out of curiosity, remember I said in Jignasu is for higher purpose. If it is curiosity only, we call it as, in Sanskrit, it's called as Kutuhala. Okay? Kutuhala means it is just interest, curiosity, passing interest. So that is Kutuhala or Jignasa. Is that one question? Now, second thing is that if I teach, can he get this knowledge? Okay, he is fit to digest that knowledge because he taught how to do Prajapati Yajna and Nachiketa learned it, but can he learn? Learning Prajapati Yajna itself is a great task, but this is much, much bigger than that. Okay, so now Yama is testing Nachiketa. What does it mean? Because he could have simply said, I'm not going to teach you. But the fact that he's asking, please ask for something else like that, right? What he's doing is that he's testing. So that, and testing for what? For the fitness. Okay? So now, even when he says, actually, we are past our time. So we'll pause here to see if there are any questions, and we'll continue on this mantra next Tuesday. Okay. So is everything clear today? So shall we close then? पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Thanks everyone.